Hola estudiantes, bienvenidos a la lección de literatura del día de hoy. Hello students, welcome to today's literature lesson. We will be discussing the main characters and the plot of Don Quixote de la Mancha. Make sure to take notes. Let's get started. Let's begin with important details about this book. Don Quixote de la Mancha was written by Miguel de Cervantes. This book is a perfect example of literature during the Spanish Golden Age. It consists of two parts published in different dates. The first part was published in 1605 and the second part was published in 1615. Let's go over the main characters. The protagonist is Don Quixote de la Mancha, or Alonso Quijano. Don Quixote de la Mancha is the persona Alonso Quijano takes on when he becomes a knight-errant hero. Don Quixote is always accompanied by Sancho Panza, who is a peasant laborer that becomes Don Quixote's squire. Other important characters include Dulcinea del Toboso, who is Don Quixote's ladylove and inspiration for most of his adventures. Rocinante is Don Quixote's barn horse. Lastly, Dapple is Sancho Panza's donkey. Now, let's talk about the main points of the book. Obsessed with chivalry, Alonso Quijano decides to become a knight, renaming himself as Don Quixote de la Mancha. He puts on an old suit of armor, and with his old horse, Rocinante, he goes on his quest. His first adventure occurs at an inn, where he defends a shepherd. Soon after, he gets a beating from some merchants that force him back to the village to heal. During his recovery, the priest and the barber burn his chivalry books. However, Don Quixote takes it as some evil work done by enchanters. On his second journey, he takes on a peasant laborer by the name of Sancho Panza as his squire. Together they fight off many imaginary enemies, such as windmills, whom they believe were giants, enchanters, who were really muleteers, and abductors, who were friars. They free a group of prisoners, and they help estranged couples. However, the priest and the barber in disguise take Don Quixote. This results in Quixote's being heartbroken and bedridden. Part 2 then starts with Don Quixote learning that his adventures have been recorded and is eager to begin his third adventure. Don Quixote and Sancho Panza go on to look for Dulcinea del Toboso. Throughout their journey, they meet different people. Sancho even becomes governor of a small town, but later resigns to be with Don Quixote. Don Quixote fights off Knight of the Forest and Knight of the White Moon, to whom he loses. He returns to the village where he gets very sick and announces he has regained his sanity, and hates chivalry. However, he then dies. Very well. I hope you enjoyed this brief lesson on Don Quixote de la Mancha. I hope you paid close attention. You will now answer these 5 questions on a sheet of paper. This will be due at the beginning of class. Thank you.